Welcome back, Jags. I'm Ethan Reyes.
And I'm Aubrey Wormke.
Today we'll talk about class rings and whether they're as popular as they used to be.
We'll tell you all about Saturday school and how it works.
And we'll highlight the growing issue with restroom passes. This is JAG TV.
Bringing to you all campus updates, here's in case you missed it.
JAGs, here's all the campus updates you need to know. If you missed the test or want to get a better score, the SAT for some seniors is next Thursday. You can prepare by going to the library and picking up one of the SAT prep packets provided for students. If you missed the PSAT, you can make up for it on October 25th. It is not required to be taken, but it is a good way to practice for the SAT and to qualify for the National Merit Scholarship. Theater's Haunted House opens Saturday, October 29th from 5 to 10 p.m. There are 2 levels of fear, and tickets range between 10 and 15 depending on what level you choose. The theme is Crooked Fairy Tales. From JAG TV, this is Danny Butler.
If you still need to catch up with current events on our campus, you can check out My JAG News online for more information about what's going on.
If after the first semester you have acquired a significant number of absences, Saturday School provides an opportunity to avoid losing credit. Cameron and Laura found out how you can make up for your lost time.
Students who have exceeded the allowed number of absences can now sign up for Saturday School.
So Saturday School is an attendance recovery program for students who have exceeded the state's law regarding attendance for credit.
Once a student has a 10th absence, he or she needs to attend Saturday School or risk losing credits for the course.
Saturday School is for 5 hours from 8 to 1, and there are designated dates throughout the semester for Saturday School. So for example, the next one's on October the 15th.
And to sign up for Saturday School cost is $8. Once on campus for Saturday School, students are held either in the library or the cafeteria for the full 5 hours and must bring something to work on. Sophomore Javier Ortiz had to attend last year.
I went to Saturday School because I was missing. I had like too many absences in one class, and gotta say Saturday School, very boring, very boring. You just basically sit down at lunch, at the lunch cafeteria place, and that's it. There's not much else to do unless if you have work, you can do your work.
According to admin, the best thing to do is to just keep up with your attendance in the first place.
I guess the only thing I will add is, the most important thing is that students attend school so that they don't have to go to Saturday School.
For JAG TV, this is Laura Andrade.
At the Northeast ISD Marching Festival on September 22nd, Principal Gary Comelander received recognition as the newest Texas Music Educators Association Distinguished Administrator for his contributions to the Johnson Band program.
Class rings aren't just for college seniors, but they're also available in high school. But are students still buying them? Bryson and Elijah have the story.
For students looking to carry on their high school memories, the traditional class ring can serve as a lasting memento of their years at Johnson.
So a company called Jostens sells the class rings to each of the high schools, so they're very customizable and a good memory for students.
Well, I think it's worth a shot to go and try to get these rings, you know what I mean? Because they're memories of what you accomplished.
I'm definitely going to get a class ring. My JAG pride is just shining so much, so I gotta get one.
For students interested, Jostens class rings come in many shapes and sizes. However, they do come with a price.
They have an option that's very basic and probably affordable for most students, or you could get very fancy with your options and get a very expensive class ring. So it's really just up to the student.
For some students, the price is the first thing that keeps them away from ordering a ring.
It's like $600 to $700, but I feel like that'd be a good thing to carry out for the rest of your life. You have a ring from when you graduated. I don't know, but that would be a nice chunk of change.
It wasn't initially my choice, it was my mother's, but it was something to remember the school by, and I lost it. So, $700 down the drain.
Juniors attended a meeting today to learn more about ordering options. Ordering day is set up for next week during all lunches. Reporting for JAG TV, this is Bryson Brownell.
For a quick look around our community, here's Hey SA.
If you haven't been paying attention, here's what's happening around the Alamo City this month. This November, San Antonio will be hosting its 3rd annual Grilled Cheese Fest set to take place on the 19th, the definition of a foodie's dream. This festival will have participants from restaurants all over San Antonio to showcase their own personal twist on grilled cheese. You can find more information about tickets and location on their Instagram at Grilled Cheese Fest. A seasonal night market is being held at the Pearl for 3 Wednesdays this month. The market will include many fun fall activities for all ages. Performances from special guests such as Grammy Award-winning guitarist Joe Reyes will also be held. Also coming up is Traders Village 5th Annual Corny Maze that will last through November. There will be 3 different maze trails, pumpkin patches, a petting zoo, and other fun fall festivities. At the end of the month, the 10th Annual Marathos Fest will be returning to San Antonio at the Hemisphere downtown on October 29th and 30th. It was ranked 5th out of 7 of the top fall festivals in the U.S. The festival will be free to anyone interested and will include a variety of music, art, and dances. A great way to celebrate the fall season is with the beignet stand located downtown San Antonio, and occasionally they make an appearance at the Pearl on Saturdays and Sundays. The stand includes coffee and freshly made beignets and a delicious twist on modern sandwiches. That's what's happening this month in San Antonio. See you next time with more from Hey SA.
In case you missed anything, you can check out Hey SA on MyJAG News under Hey SA for October 20th.
Now, here's Madison Sparks and Jordan York with JAG Sports.
What's up, Jags? Welcome back to JAG Sports. This week we have scores from the courts, a recap of one of the most anticipated games this year, and great finishes in cross-country meets.
This is JAG Sports. First up on the court, we have tennis, who took home the bi-district championship, beating Still 10-0. Senior Jose Dyson secured the 10th win for the Jags.
Cross country ran at the district meet last weekend with 4 runners placing in the top 10. Tate Underwood placed first overall for the boys, and for the girls, Carly Wilson took 6th. Riley Surratt took 8th, and Mia Solis placed 10th overall.
The Lady Jags took on the Marshall Rams on Tuesday at Littleton Gym.
The Jags beat the Rams in 3 sets, winning the first set 26-24 and then taking care of business in the next 2 to earn the victory.
Tomorrow night, they play the Lee Volunteers at Lee High School starting at 5.
Last Saturday night, the Jags took on Reagan in the annual Stone Oak Super Bowl, and the Jags led 17-10 going into the half, but ultimately lost 34-17. The Jags returned to Ferris Stadium Saturday night to battle with the Marshall Rams at 7.
That's all for this week, Jags. See you next time with more JAG action.
The Advanced Photography will be hosting a fall photo shoot on campus from 9 to 1 p.m. this Saturday. It is $45 for a 20-minute photo session, so be sure to stop by.
This Saturday will also be the NEISD Classified Job Fair, as the district continues to try and fill staff and faculty shortages. The job fair runs from 9 to noon at 8750 Tesoro Drive.
When a student's gotta go, they gotta get a restroom pass, and according to admin, the pass is meant to do more than control where you go.
One of the pieces of feedback that we got last year from teachers and also really from parents was just the number of students roaming around the halls throughout the periods.
Admin believes using color-coded areas around the school prioritizes safety and learning.
Usually when there's a larger number of people, sometimes bad choices are made, and so just trying to prevent that, also trying to make sure that people are where they're supposed to be, and then maximizing the time in the classroom.
For students, the passes are just one more rule to follow this year.
I think it's kind of annoying, especially because you can only go to one restroom and sometimes they're either closed or occupied.
And even if students think the passes could help, people still need to respect the system.
I think it's reasonable to have them because some people will take advantage of it and walk around hallways.
But since the start of the year, there's been another issue, lost or missing passes.
The leading question is, where does that pass go when kids set it on the countertop? Most of the time it probably is picked up by another student and taken to a different class. So I encourage kids to keep the pass with them whenever they use the restroom, kind of keep an eye on where they set it.
For JAG TV, this is Annika Vasquez.
Everybody's got a different music taste. Dylan checked out what people are listening to.
What's up, Jags? I'm Dylan Fonville, aka Dilly, and today we're in the courtyard in the cafeteria asking people what they're listening to. Follow me. Sir, can you say your name, please?
AJ Hardiman.
And what are you listening to right now?
Life Goes On by Tupac.
Thank you, sir. Excuse me, what is your name?
Juan.
And what are you listening to?
I'm listening to Nights by Frank Ocean.
Thank you. Perfect song. And what are you listening to, Zach?
I'm listening to Broken Clocks by SZA right now.
Oh my God, that's a perfect song, bro. What? That's literally a perfect song. Grayson. What is your name, Grayson?
Grayson.
And what are you listening to, Grayson?
505 by Arctic Monkeys.
Thank you. What is your name?
Ari.
And what are you listening to right now?
Lo siento, bebé by Bad Bunny.
That's like the third Bad Bunny we've gotten. I don't understand. All right, so basically we had some really lame songs and some really fire epic ones. So hopefully I get to do this again. Until next time.
For more updates before our next show, be sure to follow us on Instagram at JAG Student Media or on Twitter at MyJagNews.
That's all for today. See you next time, Jags.